Ever wondered how different the life of a snake would be in the wild versus in captivity? It's a question that sparks curiosity in the minds of many, and today, we're going to explore just that. In the vast expanses of the wild, snakes have adapted to survive in a myriad of environments, from arid deserts to lush rainforests. They've developed unique abilities and behaviors, with each species being a testament to nature's ingenuity. In contrast, life in captivity presents its own set of challenges and benefits. Whether in zoos or private collections, captive snakes are in environments that are meticulously controlled and monitored. It's a different world, one that brings about questions of conservation, education, and ethical treatment. As we delve into these contrasting worlds, we'll hear from experts and enthusiasts who dedicate their lives to understanding these remarkable creatures. So stay tuned as we dive into the fascinating world of snakes, both in the wild and in captivity. Imagine a snake slithering through the vast wilderness. What comes to your mind? Snakes, the epitome of adaptation and survival, have a fascinating life in the wild. They have developed unique capabilities that allow them to thrive in diverse environments, from sweltering deserts to dense rainforests, and even in the depths of the ocean. One of the key adaptations is their ability to regulate body temperature by basking in the sun or seeking shade, a behavior known as thermoregulation. Unlike mammals, snakes are cold-blooded or ectothermic, meaning their body temperature changes with their surroundings. This uniqueness enables them to conserve energy when food is scarce. Speaking of food, snakes are expert hunters. Some species, like the viper, rely on their venom to immobilize their prey. Others, such as pythons, use their powerful muscles to constrict and suffocate their meals. The snake's flexible jaw can stretch wide enough to swallow prey much larger than its head, a truly remarkable feat. However, the wild isn't all about basking and feasting. Snakes face numerous challenges. Predators are a constant threat. Birds, mongooses, and even other snakes pose significant danger. Snakes have developed various defensive strategies like camouflage, playing dead, or releasing an unpleasant odor to deter these threats. Harsh weather conditions are another challenge. Snakes deal with this by hibernating during cold months, a state known as brumation. They find shelter in burrows or under rocks, where they stay dormant until temperatures rise again. Life in the wild also involves a constant search for mates. Male snakes use their sense of smell to track pheromones released by females. Some species even engage in combat dances, where males wrestle for the right to mate with a female. Despite these challenges, snakes play a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance. They control rodent populations and, in turn, provide food for larger predators. As we can see, life in the wild is no walk in the park for these creatures. The wild is a stage where the drama of survival unfolds every day, and snakes, with their incredible adaptations, are key players in this intricate performance. To delve deeper into the world of snakes, we've invited herpetologist Dr. Serpentina to share her insights. Welcome, Dr. Serpentina. Can you tell us about the main differences in behavior between wild and captive snakes? Thank you for having me. Certainly, behavior can greatly differ between the two settings. For example, wild snakes are generally more active as they need to hunt for food, avoid predators, and seek out mates. However, captive snakes have less need for such activities, leading to a more sedentary lifestyle. That's fascinating. And what about the physiological differences? Well, these can be quite significant too. Wild snakes are often leaner and more muscular due to their active lifestyle. On the other hand, captive snakes can become overweight if not properly cared for. They also may develop health issues that are rare in the wild, like metabolic bone disease from insufficient UV light. I see. And in your field of herpetology, what kind of research is being conducted regarding these differences? There's a lot of ongoing research. One interesting area is studying how captivity affects snake behavior and physiology. For instance, we're examining if captive breeding can inadvertently select for traits that are disadvantageous in the wild. This research is crucial, especially for conservation programs that aim to reintroduce captive-bred snakes into the wild. Indeed, that sounds incredibly important for conservation efforts. Has your research provided any surprising insights? Absolutely. One surprising finding is that snakes in captivity can exhibit behaviors never seen in the wild. For example, some captive snakes have been observed playing, a behavior typically associated with mammals, not reptiles. This suggests that snakes might be more complex and adaptable than we previously thought. That's truly remarkable. It seems there is still so much to learn about these fascinating creatures. Indeed, every day brings new discoveries. It's a thrilling field to be a part of. Thank you, Dr. Serpentina, for your enlightening words. Your work is a testament to the importance of research and understanding in the world of herpetology. Your insights have certainly deepened our understanding of these incredible creatures and their adaptation to different environments. From the wilderness, we now turn to a different environment, a snake's life in captivity. Just as snakes in the wild have adapted to their surroundings, snakes in captivity also face unique challenges and benefits. These challenges often revolve around the snake's habitat, diet, and overall health. A captive snake's environment must be carefully controlled to mimic their natural habitat as closely as possible. This includes temperature, humidity, and even the type of substrate used in their enclosure. It's a delicate balancing act that requires knowledge, attention, and care. In terms of diet, captive snakes can't hunt for their meals like they would in the wild. Instead, they are fed by their keepers. This can lead to overfeeding, obesity, and related health issues if not carefully managed. A healthy diet is crucial to a captive snake's well-being. Yet, there are also benefits to a life in captivity. For one, snakes in captivity are safe from predators, disease, and the elements. They also have regular access to food and medical care. And, perhaps most importantly, they play an essential role in conservation and education efforts. Here is where zoos and private owners come into the picture. Zoos in particular contribute significantly to snake conservation. With their breeding programs, they help to maintain healthy populations of snake species, some of which are endangered in the wild. They also provide a platform for education, introducing the public to the fascinating world of snakes and dispelling common misconceptions. Private owners, on the other hand, often have a more personal connection with their snakes. They can offer an enriched environment and one-on-one interaction. However, it's important to note that owning a snake is not to be taken lightly. It requires a commitment to the snake's welfare and an understanding of its specific needs. So you see, captivity isn't inherently good or bad for snakes. It's simply a different environment, with its own set of challenges and benefits. What matters most is the care and respect we show these remarkable creatures, whether they live in the wild or within our own homes. It's clear that captivity offers a different set of challenges and benefits for snakes. Let's hear from someone who works closely with snakes in captivity. Meet John, a seasoned zookeeper. John has spent more than 2 decades caring for a variety of snake species, each with its unique needs and characteristics. He explains that keeping snakes in captivity isn't about confining them, but about creating an environment that replicates their natural habitat as closely as possible. It's a delicate balance of maintaining the right temperature, humidity, lighting, and providing appropriate spaces for hiding and climbing. John emphasizes that each species of snake requires a specific set of conditions to thrive. For instance, a ball python from the grasslands of Africa would need a different environment than a green tree python from the rainforests of Australia. The zookeeper's role is to understand these needs and create an environment where the snake can live comfortably and exhibit natural behaviors. John also talks about the importance of diet in a snake's well-being. The feeding schedule, type of prey, and feeding methods can greatly impact a snake's health. Some snakes prefer live prey, while others are perfectly content with pre-killed meals. The key is to observe the snake's behavior and adapt accordingly. In addition to physical care, John underscores the emotional well-being of these reptiles. Contrary to popular belief, snakes can experience stress. Changes in their environment, handling by unfamiliar people, or even the presence of potential predators can cause anxiety. The goal is to minimize these stressors and provide the snake with a sense of safety and security. John's role goes beyond just taking care of the snakes. He's also an educator, helping visitors understand these misunderstood creatures better. He dispels myths, shares fascinating snake facts, and instills a sense of respect for these incredible reptiles. John's dedication to his scaly friends is evident. His meticulous attention to detail, deep understanding of different snake species, and unwavering commitment to their well-being highlight the crucial role that zookeepers play in snake conservation. John's experience shows us the dedication required to ensure the well-being of snakes in captivity. From the wild to the captive, it's evident that snakes are incredibly adaptable creatures. In the wild, they've developed remarkable survival techniques, from their extraordinary camouflage abilities to their specialized hunting strategies. In contrast, captive snakes, while not needing to hunt or evade predators, still display a fascinating range of behaviors. They adapt to their environments, provided their needs are met with responsible care and attention. The role of zoos, private owners, and herpetologists in snake conservation and education cannot be overstated. They help us understand these intriguing creatures, dispel myths, and promote responsible ownership. However, it's crucial we remember that captive life is not a substitute for the wild. Conservation in the wild remains paramount. Snake ownership is not for everyone. It requires dedication, knowledge, and respect for these complex creatures. Irresponsible ownership can lead to harm for both the snake and owner. Whether in the wild or in captivity, each snake has its unique story. Let's do our part in preserving these fascinating creatures.